In this video, we are going to talk about potential movement on Litecoin towards $60. Good morning traders, welcome back to our channel, and we are back with Litecoin, this time LTC coin on 4-hour time frame mainly. Now we have been monitoring this coin quite some time now, since basically this zone here, and we caught this small breakdown, but it wasn't the breakdown that we have been waiting for, meaning we still want to see this zone to be reached, which on bigger time frame we see this is basically the major or the last support zone. Also there is the support zone near this zone, as you can see, so the last touches on the Bollinger Bands and also in combination with the wicks, but for now the major zone should be this as of now. Now leaving those things behind, okay, let's leave this zone as well. Zooming in, what we see is basically we have had so far 1, 2, 3 and 4 sell-offs, potential breakdowns of course. First 3 were mostly like fake outs, but the fourth one was actually a nice breakdown, and retest happened as well, but it failed and pushed price towards this resistance line, which has been pushing price back for some time now. Also in combination with this triangle formation, it was a nice bounce to the lower zones, now breaking both EMAs 100, 200 and going for a retest currently. Now this retest might decide the next movement for the Litecoin, as we might see some kind of movement towards this upper zones here, but we don't see any like potential movements to even higher zones, meaning if we see any kind of weakness here, there are high chances of going for a potential breakdown or again one more sell-off to the lower zones. So now zooming on a 1-hour time frame, we see that EMAs are still in the same position basically, and price is just staying inside this zone, meaning not any clear signals if we see a breakout or any clear signals if we see a breakdown. For now it's going for another push, but who knows, maybe it will be another fake out just like this one here. So on a 4-hour time frame, we still want to see a potential breakdown from this zone and a movement to the lower zones, meaning to this $60 zone here. Now this would be 12% of market price movement, but there are chances of course also that we will see some kind of this movement, meaning after we reach this zone here, we see a breakdown, of course a retest, further movement to the lower zones. Now this zone might show us some kind of bullish momentum, meaning a small correction movement to fill in those gaps here, which we have left from all the way here, and then a further movement to the lower zones, meaning our major target $60. Now, in order this to work, there are few zones that we need to consider, meaning this triangular formation's upper line has to hold, those EMAs have to hold, and also the resistance line has to hold. If this is the last zone, basically, if we see any breakout attempts from this resistance line, then we are not going to look for a potential movement to the lower zones. But as of now, we see that EMAs are holding nicely. We see that we had this rejection here in combination from the resistance line and the triangle formation. We broke the EMAs, went for a retest, and now we might see some kind of movement to the lower zones. And now going on a daily time frame, just to see this 100 EMA, which is also working as the major resistance currently, meaning we are still below 100 EMA. We had nice breakdown, so on 4-hour time frame and on a daily time frame as well, these are the major resistance lines of 200 EMA and 100 EMA. On daily time frame we see only 100 EMA, which is currently going under the retest. So if we hold this zone, we should be good. Now back on the 4-hour time frame and going once again throughout our plan. This is the first zone that we need to hold, and this is the last zone that needs to be held. If this zone breaks, then our position or our idea will be cancelled. Now, if we see any kind of movement to the lower zones, meaning a potential breakdown from this zone here, and movement, of course, to the lower zones, as we can see, surge in sales are pretty huge, and also lower lows have been formed here, 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 and here as well. Now, we are going to wait for the breakdown to happen. Once we see the breakdown and the potential retest as well, it would be the best to start shorting. So this is it for today. This is our review on Litecoin as of today, 29th of November. As always, stay sharp and trade safely. See you in the next session.